got two of IMS's senior carbon consultants with me, and what we want to do is to just very briefly look at some of the major changes to the CDP submissions for 2018. Now, Andrew, there have been quite a lot of changes both to the question set and the scoring itself this year. Do you just want to give us a bit of an intro onto that?
Yeah, so all three areas and all three questionnaire sets for climate, for forest and water have changed in terms of their structure. So overall, all of them in terms of risk and opportunities, that they've all been integrated into one section each. That's quite a big change this year. The other big area is there are a lot more forward-looking metrics in terms of and information in terms of how the business sees things in terms of their strategy in the future, and that's quite a big change this year. So, for example, it's asking for companies to look at and to talk about any scenario analysis they've done in terms of their future emissions.
Okay. And Victoria, for the first time this year, CDP have put together sector-specific questionnaires, haven't they? Can you just talk through that for us?
That's the other big change introduced this year. What they've done, there are some questions that are present only in some sectors questionnaires. So they have a general questionnaire with questions that are shared among all sectors, and then some questions that are only for certain sectors. So what this obviously adds a bit more, allows companies to go more specific into what interests their sector. So that might be actually helpful for them, because a lot of the issues in the past have been, or at least from our client's perspective, was that the question didn't relate directly to their kind of business, so that might actually be helpful in that sense. But obviously it makes the whole process a bit more complicated.
Yeah, okay. And I think on a practical note, these changes have made quite a lot of difference in terms of the way or the timing for the submissions, haven't they? Because now we've got, last year we had up to the end of June to put the climate change, water and forest submissions in. Is that correct? End of June, and now it's changed, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Originally, the deadline was going to be to the end of July, but because CDP are bringing in a new online system, like many IT projects, there's been a delay in doing that. So the final deadline has now been moved back to the middle of August. But overall, CDP are trying to bring the forests, they brought the forest, water and climate questionnaires all to the same deadline, and they're trying to align them as far as possible in the future.
Okay.